With the first pick in the draft, the Washington Wizards took AJ Dybantsa, the freshman who led all of college basketball in scoring. And here's the twist. He's not walking into an empty rebuild. He's joining a team that now has Trae Young, one of the best playmakers alive, running the show. That changes everything about how he fits. So today, how does AJ Dybantsa fit with the Wizards and with Trae? Let's break it down. Here's the plan. First, who Dybantsa is as a player, then the college production that made him the #1 pick, then his honest ceiling and floor, and finally, how he fits this exact roster now that Trae Young is the engine of it. The stats are verified, the projections are mine. Let's start with the player. This is Game is Culture. Quick thing before we dig in, if you like prospects broken down with real data instead of hype, subscribe. It's free and it helps a ton. Now the player. First, the player. Map his game and the shape is obvious. Elite scoring, elite shot creation, and high-level athleticism for a 6'9" wing. The playmaking and defense are good and growing. The one spoke that lags is the three-point shot, which is real but streaky. This is the profile of a #1 option, with one swing skill still developing. And hold that thought, because the player passing him the ball is going to matter a lot. In plain terms, here's what he is. A 6'9" wing with guard skills who scores at all three levels, gets downhill, rises over smaller defenders, and creates his own shot whenever he wants. He's not a finished product, but he is exactly the kind of high-usage scorer that struggling teams covet, and the kind of finisher a great passer can feast with. That's why he went first. Now the college tape. The freshman year at BYU was loud. 25.5 points a game to lead the entire country, with almost 7 rebounds and nearly 4 assists. On 51% shooting from the field, players who lead college basketball in scoring as freshmen are a tiny special list. The production is not a question. This is a premium offensive starting point. Map where those points came from and the story sharpens. He's elite at the rim and dangerous in the mid-range, the spots most young scorers struggle. But from 3, he hit just 33%. That's not bad for a high-volume freshman, it's just not yet a weapon. The interior scoring is ready-made for the NBA, and as we'll see, the right setup man can hide that jumper while it develops. So here's the swing skill, the jump shot. At 51% from the field, he's a brilliant interior scorer, but 33% from 3 is just league average. If that number climbs into the high 30s, he's a nightmare nobody can guard. If it stalls, defenses sag off him. Here's the good news for Washington. A great playmaker can manufacture clean, open catch-and-shoot looks, the easiest threes there are, which is exactly the kind of help a young shooter needs. So how high and how low? Let's be honest about the range. The floor isn't scary. It's a high-volume wing scorer who puts up 20 a night but does it inefficiently. A good starter. The ceiling is special. A two-way, all-NBA wing who is the best player on a contender. Same prospect, and the gap between those outcomes is mostly the jumper and the defense. Both skills that usually improve with NBA coaching and reps. He already has the hard part, the size, the burst, and the touch inside. If you want a comp, think a bigger, score-first wing in the mold of a Jaylen Brown or a Brandon Miller. A high-scoring forward whose stardom tracks with his jump shot. That's my comp, not a guarantee, but it frames the bet. The talent is top of the draft, and the development of one skill turns a really good scorer into a genuine star, especially with a maestro setting him up. Now the part that matters, the fit. Here's the room he's walking into, and it's not what you'd expect from the team that picked first. Washington is now headlined by Trae Young, one of the best passers and shot creators on the planet, with Anthony Davis anchoring the paint and a young core of Alex Sarr and Bilal Coulibaly around them. This isn't a creatorless rebuild anymore. It's a team with a maestro at the controls that just added the best young scorer in the draft to finish his passes. Put the two players next to each other and the offensive fit is mouth-watering. Trae Young's superpower is creating easy shots for other people, and Dybantsa's superpower is scoring, especially as a finisher. Trae hands him layups, lobs, and wide-open catch-and-shoot threes, the exact looks that hide a developing jumper. In return, Dybantsa gives Trae what he's never really had, a big, switchable two-way wing to take pressure off him. On offense, they complete each other. But the fit isn't flawless, and the concerns flipped. Spacing used to be the worry, now it's two other things. First, the ball. Trae dominates it, and Dybantsa wants it too, so somebody's usage has to bend, at least early. Second, and bigger, defense. Trae is a known minus on that end, and a rookie wing won't fix it overnight, so this team could really struggle to get stops. The offense should hum, the defense is the question that decides how far they go. Here's the realistic path, and Trae shapes it. Year 1, Dybantsa learns the pro game playing off a star, feasting on the easy looks Trae creates while he finds his footing. By year 3, he's a co-star, sharing the load and taking over more of the offense as his shot and defense round out. And by year 5, as Trae ages, Dybantsa is ready to take the baton as the franchise's number 1. The veteran accelerates the kid, and the kid eventually inherits the team. So grade the fit. Offensively, this is a dream. The best passer alive feeding the best young scorer in the draft, with Trae masking the one weakness in Dybantsa's game. The only things holding it back from perfect are the shared ball and the defense, real questions that take time to solve. Put it together and this is a strong fit, a genuinely exciting pairing with a couple of wrinkles to iron out. Where could I be wrong? If the two stars can't share the ball, or if the defense is so leaky that Washington just can't win games, this could feel forced in the short term. And the timelines don't perfectly line up. Trae wants to win now, Dybantsa is still developing. But talent usually finds a way, and a creator like Trae paired with a scorer like Dybantsa is the kind of offensive foundation most teams would kill for. The pieces fit, the polish is the work. So that's the fit. Washington added the best young scorer in the draft to a team that already had the perfect man to set him up in Trae Young. The offense could be special, the spacing worry fades, and the homework is defense and sharing the ball. So tell me, does the Trae and Dybantsa pairing work, and whose fit should I break down next? Drop it below. And we are so close to 1,000 subs, so subscribe to stay up to date.